Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Salty Roots. Thanks for checking out another video. Quick disclaimer before we jump into this one. If you saw the title and are here because you just want to see if I stayed within budget or how much I spent at the show, and you don't really care for any of the additional commentary, go ahead and fast forward to the 7:45 or 8-minute mark. It's going to depend on how long this clip ends up being and where I fit it in with my editing and all that. But either way, you should be safe to jump to, again, 7:45 or 8 minutes, where you'll see a cost breakdown. Whether you watch the full video or just that clip, I still appreciate your support. Without further ado, let's check it out. I'm heading to Reefapalooza, Orlando, 2025. This will be my second year attending. Last year, when I went for the first time, I brought the family. It is a kid-friendly event, which is cool. I did balloon animals and face painting and all that kind of stuff. However, after about 30 minutes, the kids were ready to go, so I, of course, didn't get nearly the amount of time I would like hanging out there at the event. Definitely didn't get to see everything that I would have liked to check out. I actually didn't even get any coral last year. I ended up leaving with a stuffed animal and like some balloon animals. So excited this year to roll solo, where I can take as much time as I'd like, and looking forward to really doing just that, taking my time, getting a good look at everything. And I am gonna video, but I did the video last year where I just did the high level overview. There'll be 100 of those videos again this year, which is cool. I'll watch some of those as well. But for the one I'm gonna put out, I'm gonna do it more focused on a budget. In my budget for this show, I saved up $500. And I think there's gonna be two camps of people with that number. It's gonna be the camp that says you'll be there for 5 minutes. That's either one, maybe two pieces, and that's true. If you are looking for something really nice, high-end, name brand, rare, sure. That's probably not even enough money. However, there's another camp that I think I fall into, and I think a lot of you would fall into as well, those that follow my channel, because again, I say that I'm a very average reefer and try to make these videos for other average reefers that I believe will think $500 is a decent budget, if not a lot of money. So we'll see how far that gets us. I really do want to get a lot of coral today. I'm still battling the hair algae in the tank, and just one additional layer of attack that I'm trying to do is just putting a bunch of coral into the tank just to help uptake some of that nitrate and phosphate. And I always fall when I do my reef tanks. It just seems as though I'm always after that next dry good, I need a new pump. Well, I need that light bar. Well, I need a filter roller. Well, now I need this, I need that. And it's always dry goods. And then I find myself spending all the money on that and not getting coral. And my coral in my tanks are always void of coral. Just have a few pieces here and there. So I'm really trying to correct that with this tank and focus a lot more on filling it up with coral. Would an additional pump be great? Would some more light be great? Would a filter roller help? Potentially. It all depends. But just trying to focus on stability as much as I can, having good light, which I do. I have 3 radions, decent flow. I have 2 MP40, so I have enough. In my last little short, I mentioned just being okay with that. Your tank's awesome because it's yours. And I'm trying to follow that advice where I don't need all this additional equipment. I would like to get more coral. So again, all that said, we'll see how much $500 gets us. I'm not looking for any name brand, any high-end pieces. Definitely looking for some SPS, but just average stuff, and hoping that'll get us a decent amount. Now, I am a sucker for t-shirts. I always get a t-shirt at events and anything saltwater related, stores, stuff like that. So part of that budget will definitely be a t-shirt, but we'll see how much additional coral we can get. And then it's 91 degrees today, so I'll have to be strategic on that front as well. I'm not gonna buy anything too early and then just walk around with it or put it out in the car where it's gonna be super hot. So hopefully my plan of attack is to just kind of first and foremost walk around, get a lay of the land, check out where everything is. My buddy Dominic and the Duval Dream Reef Keepers group has a booth there. I'll stop by, say hello to him, things like that. And then towards the end, I will start purchasing the coral. I brought a cooler in the back, and I'll put it in the cooler and head back. It's about 2 hours north to St. Augustine where I live, so it shouldn't be too bad. But I'm looking forward to it. love the family, love the kids, but every now and then when it comes to saltwater stuff, it's also very nice to just be able to check things out on your own time. So we'll see you inside. I don't know the total, but I went over budget. There's a lot of good stuff in there. Really cool show. Lots of good pieces, lots of good deals, lots of influencers and people from various companies that we all know are in there. I saw Remy from Bahama Llama Coral. Saw Devin from Reef Dudes. Talked to him for a little bit. I saw Mr. Saltwater Aquarium, don't know his actual name. A few others, I'm not sure. So lots of big names there. Pretty cool hanging out with them, talking to them, and then of course getting some really cool coral. So we'll see what the damage is when we get home, but I'm fairly certain I went over 500. But we'll see. Heading home now. And so I'll quickly get some of the stuff out that I got. First I got a frag rack because the frag rack I have in the 190.5, the frags just fall right out. And this one has this little feature here that holds onto them a little bit better. So I got a new one of those. Reef-A-Palooza t-shirt. Got a new flipper blade for my scraper that's super dull. 2-pack. This is called a green mother. It looks a lot like, or it looked a lot like a green slimer in the guy's tank, but he said it's called a green mother, so not a green slimer. It's a pretty decent size. This called a firecracker. And this I believe is called Fire and Ice. This is a purple torch, or it's got purple tips. Honestly don't remember the name of this one or much about it. This is really nice zoanthid. I got 4 for $100 on the zoanthids. And this is a really cool zoanthid holder that the guy sold with it. Radiant Reefs, so really cool shop. And so I'll show you, once these all open up, these are some really cool zoas I'm excited to add to the collection. And again, I got 4 for $100.
So I ended up doing better than I had thought. Technically, if you're only counting coral, I was under budget at $450, but I did get the dry goods, the t-shirt, that pushed me up to $557. Then if you include the cost of the ticket to enter the show, which was $30 and $15 for parking, I was all in at $602 for this experience, and I will continue to go to this show. I love Reefapalooza, and I'm really curious to know your thoughts on the $500 budget in general for a reef show, whether it's Reefapalooza or any of the other shows across the country. Is that a good budget? Is it too low to even warrant you going, in your opinion? Is it a lot of money? Whatever the case may be, please drop your thoughts down in the comment section. I can't wait to see the discussion that we'll have there. As always, thank you so much for the support. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that stuff. Keep on reefing, and we'll see you in the next one.